nigga walking clean. Though I got the same drama, I don't think the same thing. My desire is the kingdom. Forget your damn dream. My reality is king. Follow the creed. Shema, Yasha Allah, Yahweh Allah, Hayanawa, Yahweh Akkad. We serve one God. Behold, he has the power to devour all our enemies. We be on the front line preserving our energy. Act like you kin to me and be of good use. I'm a living sacrifice and need a good boots. I got the juice, the water, and the cola. I'm like Marie acid and baking soda. That's the word, super soaking. I'm striking it like a cobra on fire, like supernovas. I'm a I.S.U.P.K soldier, 29 years older, but look at me as a babe. Peradventure, watch a real man behave with a beard, not a shade. Fringes are not a fade, with borders and blues.
All right, Shalom, Lord Christ. The Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge started out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under commanding GEN.YAHANNA. We're going to be talking about today is molestation on the reservations and police brutality, which the North American Indian has been suffering since our time here in America. And North American Indians, blacks, and Hispanics, we've all suffered this molestation. We suffered police brutality as one here in America, and that because we are the true children of Israel, you understand? Because in the Bible, it prescribes that this was going to happen to the children of Israel here in America. I'm going to show you. We're the Israelite School of I.S.U.P.K. Start out 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under commanding GEN.YAHANNA. For the reservation, we got tons of programs we're willing to distribute. We have GED programs, prison programs, food programs, clothing programs, and many more. You understand? Because we really care about the North American Indians. We really care about the Hispanics. We really care about black people. And, we're going to touch on all that today. Because there's hope for the reservations. There's hope for the barrios. There's hope for the ghettos. You understand? The blacks, Hispanics, and North American Indians, we've been suffering in this place for way too long. And that's what I'm going to touch on real quick. I'm going to start it off is molestation. Molestation has been going on the res for quite a while now. I remember reading an article a while back where it said that the Catholic Church dumped a ton of priests accused of molestation, right? They were accused of it. Maybe they weren't prosecuted. Some were prosecuted. Some were labeled as child predators. And the Catholic Church dumped them on tons of reservations across the United States. You understand? Because our oppressor here in America, he does that, how do I put it? Strategically. He does that strategically here in America. He puts drugs in our neighborhoods. He makes alcohol cheaper and more acceptable for us to use and become addicted to it. He put child molesters in our own goddamn reservations. You understand? Like, this is land that's given to us, and how did drugs get on it? You gotta ask yourself the question: meth. How did meth get on the reservation? How did heroin get on the reservation? You understand? The same way crack got into the Hispanic and black neighborhoods in America. CIA dumped it in there. You understand? And this is nothing new. Okay, if you understand the oppressor that we live under, then this should be no surprise to you. Because the way we suffer here in America, the way we die here in America should be no surprise to anyone that actually understands these people that we serve under and we die under. You understand? But the reason I want to touch on molestation because a recent article just came out where it said a former U.S. Native Indian health service doctor was found guilty of abusing little boys. You get what I mean? I'm going to touch on it a lot. It says former U.S. Indian health service doctor is found guilty of abusing boys. Now, this is really sad, and this is, as you know, on the reservations, is nothing new. That's why our indigenous women are missing at an alarming rate. Because if you hear the stories of how it actually happens, of a majority of it, it's pretty sad. You got our oppressors pulling up in pickup trucks, rowdy and drunk. You're stealing our women off the side of the road. You want to know why? Because they know that they can take advantage of us, for less of greater words. They can take advantage of us. You want to know why? Because it's harder to persecute them with the reservation police. Reservation police force doesn't have all the same rights as an American normal police force, as a Chicago PD, LAPD. They're not the same. You understand? So it takes longer to persecute. It takes longer to actually hold them guilty of the crimes. You understand? So that's why they run rampant all throughout the reservation. That's why they rape our women. That's why they molest our children. That's why they feel like they can take advantage of us. In this case, it looks like justice has been served. Of course, here in America, how is justice really ever going to be served for us? You understand? When are we going to get our land back? When is the death of 99 million North American Indians ever going to be refurbished? You understand? And we don't want reparations. Here in the Israelite School of UPK, we don't want reparations. We want true justice. You understand? What's true justice? Justice is what happened on 9/11. 9/11, the towers fell, whether it was George Bush or Al Qaeda themselves. The towers fell, and they pointed the finger at Osama bin Laden, and they went into the goddamn Middle East, and they still ain't out of it. They has moved into Saudi Arabia. You understand? They're gonna wipe the Middle East out till it's clean of anything that they don't want there. You understand? That's how you gotta recognize this. That's how oppressive works here in America. In the Israelite School of UPK, we're gonna make sure every Black, Hispanic, and North American Indian, we get justice here in America. You understand? Because we've been living in this place for too long, suffering for too long with no justice. You understand? Our oppressors have been walking free without guilt. You understand? It's time to put the shame on them. Shame shall cover them, the scripture says. So let me get into the story. This is from one second. Frontline News, Frontline News from PBS.org. And it says, Rapid City, South Dakota, a jury convicted a former U.S. government pediatrician of sexually abusing young Native American boys under his care at a federal hospital on the Pine Ridge Indian Reservation. Good night, man. So he was found guilty of abusing little boys at this Native Indian reservation's hospital. So these boys were coming in because they were sick or they got broken leg, wherever so be it. And this goddamn devil is what he is. He a devil, and he took advantage of these little boys, man. He took advantage of these little boys. You understand? Like, you gotta understand how wicked that is to be a person in that mindset. You understand? These people are so evil that they don't give a damn about us. They feel like they have every right to do anything they want to us. You understand? You wanna know why? Because we become soft here in America. We became soft here in America, and we think that this is a place we can all just get along and be happy and not worry about the threats that are really out here in America, which is stuff like this, which is child molestation, which is police brutality, which is murders and everything that they've been doing to us since the beginning of time. You understand? We were like that when the colonizers and our oppressors first came here. We tried making peace with them. We tried integrating, and everything was going to be all nice and peaceful, and let's have a good time. They murdered us. They slaughtered us, and they raped us. You understand? That's what's still going on here in America. What you have to say as a North American Indian is, I'm not going to be a victim. I'm not going to be a victim. I'm not going to let my children be a victim. So before they even get a chance, I'm not letting those people anywhere near my people. You understand? I know what lie y'all gonna say. There's Native molesters, there's Native murderers, and we're gonna touch on that. If there is if there's a person you know out there that's a child molester, that's a murderer, that's a thief, and he's of a Native American, Black, or Hispanic descent, well, guess what? Who do you think he learned it from? He learned it from our oppressors. Our oppressors were the first to be doing all that wickedness, man. They were the first murderers, the first drug dealers, first goddamn rapists. They were everything. You understand? Everything under the sun. They everything wrong under the sun. They probably did it. I'm being straight up with you. They're such a horrible and wicked people, man. But let me continue. Stanley Patrick Weber was found guilty Friday on all 8 accounts in the case, which involved 4 boys between about 1995 and 2011. God damn. So 2011 to 1995, these are just the boys they know of. This goddamn dude was raping. You understand? He was taking advantage and sleeping with them. And oh, good night, man. Good night. You understand how evil our oppressor is? That like from this time period, that probably all the ones that came out and spoke of. You understand? Lord knows how many more are still out there took their lives because of this. Because think about it, reservation life is hard. Yeah, you can't lie. Reservation life is hard. It's cruel. It's beat down just like the ghetto. You understand? And it makes you. It'll make a person angry and depressed. Then you go to the goddamn doctor for a goddamn broken arm. Goddamn got cold. He fucking slack you. He molests you. Takes advantage of you. Understand like how evil that is? Like you already know these North American Indians are doing having a bad time, being beat down. They suffer generational curses. You know they're suffering. Why would you add to their suffering? Especially a native child at that age. Why would you add to his suffering? Now he has to live through life that I'm on my people's land is now taken over. I own nothing. My people are on drugs. My people are alcoholics. And I was molested as a child. And my people are dying on the reservation daily. And police brutality is rampant. No one wants me. Hell is on earth. And I got molested. On top of all of that, on top of all the hell that we go through, add child molestation on that. You understand? It's a big and rampant problem, not only on the native reservations, Christian church. Because like I said, the Catholics, they found a bunch of guilty priests that were guilty of molestation. And instead of, taking away their priesthood or whatever they call it, they moved them on reservations. You understand? They moved them on reservations, kind of like a hush hush, be quiet type of thing about it. You understand? When in reality, what they're gonna do, they're gonna keep raping. And especially it's on a reservation, they're gonna have who's gonna hold them accountable. You understand? These people are the devil, man. Let me continue if I could. Mr. Weber, 70 years old, was an employee of the Indian Health Service from 1986 until he resigned and 1986 until he resigned amid an investigation of sex abuse allegations in 2016. God damn. So they started. So he thought he was getting good away scot free. You understand? He saw in 2016. He saw that it was investigating. He was like, "Yeah, I'm out. Peace. I'm gone." You understand? He was like, "I am going home. Y'all have a good time looking whoever touches these boys, but I'm out. I'm going." You understand how evil that is? Like that's why we say our oppressor is the devil, man. If you don't know what devil means, it means he's a deceiver. Like he'll try everything to get out of his justice, out of the justice that needs to be served on him. You understand? Like that's what they're doing every day here in America. Every day they do horrible things and wretched things to us and act like they can't be held accountable. Act like we deserve it. Act like we're a problem. You understand? Like it's so evil. And the Lord, our power, our creator in heaven, man, he's gonna make sure we get our justice. You understand? The same way they got justice for 9/11, same way they got justice for every wrong thing that has happened to them, we're gonna get justice as well. You understand? That's what's beautiful about this. They bombed, goddamn, Pearl Harbor was bombed. How many? 50 years ago, 60 years ago? They still ain't got over it. Every December 7th and 8th, they go there and they go look at the ships that are underwater and they say, damn, that's a bad thing that happened. It was horrible. That was bad. But let you bring up the murders and the slaughter and the raping that happened to your people and the slavery. You understand? Let you bring that up. You get told, get over it. You get told that was a long time ago. You get told, love your enemy. You understand? That's what they tell you. And then like a fool, a lot of us listen to them. Not no more, man. The Israelite school I.S.U.P.K. They want to tell you love your enemy. The Lord said hate them. You understand? hate them with a perfect hatred. And I'm gonna show you it. I know y'all don't think I'm gonna show it. I'm gonna show it. Let me continue. The verdict in federal court in Rapid City, South Dakota, came after testimony from victims, including one 36-year-old man who described how the former doctor sexually assaulted him in a hospital exam room as an 8 or 9-year-old. God damn. You want this, like, y'all, the scripture says, oppression maketh the wise man mad. If you're not mad by just me reading that statement, there's something seriously wrong with you, man. You brainwashed by American society and colonialism. You understand? If you ain't angry at the murder of 99 million North American Indians and over, I think it was like 50 million Hispanics, 99 million black people, like, if you ain't angry at that, then you just been colonized, for less words. You've been accepted. You accepted yourself. They don't accept you, but you accepted yourself into American society. You understand? They don't accept you at all, but you're going to join the society either ways, and that's the problem. That's our problem. Here in America, we don't want to separate from our oppressors. We don't want to say, you know what, man, enough's enough. To hell with these people, man. I'm going to go live my life. I'm going to go take care of my people. I'm going to go build a reservation up. Instead of getting a nice native sister from the res, we want to go get a white woman. You understand? A European woman, go sleep with her. You understand? The sister's the same. Sisters, instead of getting a Native American man, they go out with they out in the powwows and dancing and everything. A little oppressor hits on her, and oh God, it's glory from there on out. You understand? I don't want this happening to my son. I don't want this happening. And it's so horrible because a doctor, of all people, you're supposed to trust a doctor, man. If you can't trust no one else, you should at least be able to trust a doctor. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's the one profession that should be left alone. Like, the one person you should be able to trust is not a cop, is not a Christian preacher. You should be at least able to trust your doctor, because Lord forbid this kid actually had something wrong with him. This doctor is over here molesting the hell out of him. You understand? Just so evil, man. Solely evil, and our oppressors got paid for this, man. Well, let me continue. See if there's any more. Man, it's just horrible. His case has shaken the U.S. agency that provides medical care to 2.6 million Native Americans. After an investigation by the Wall Street Journal and Frontline in February showed officials up and down the agency's chain of command ignored warning signs about Mr. Weber, tried to silence whistleblowers, and move the physician from one reservation to another amid suspicion he had abused boys. God damn. God damn. Didn't I just say this? Didn't I just say the Catholic churches did this? And so they hear, oh, damn, man. You're like, they hear that this random devil is over here molesting children. They're like, man, damn, that's crazy. Move him to another reservation. And then he gets accused over there. And then, damn, that's crazy. Move him to another one. You know, and people, and like, warning signs. What's warning signs? Like, he's like looking at a little boy. Like, I don't know what warning sign could be. They said they ignored warning signs. What warning signs are there? You understand? Like, this is how evil our oppressor is in America, and how our oppression is so bad in America that the goddamn medical physicians that are over this district of doctors that help North American Indians, they just turned a blind eye, and they just didn't care. Like, just so evil, man. So evil, man. Our oppression is real. Let me see if there's any more on this. That report triggered a reappraisal of the agency's policies for handling sex abuse. I would hope, God damn it, Senate hearings and at least 4 additional federal investigations. A White House task force convened to examine the case and come up with a plan to address the agency's systematic failures. I'll tell y'all like this, man. Nothing's going to be done. I'm going to tell you like that. I know it's sad to say. Yeah, that one devil was in prison and he's probably in jail right now because nothing's going to be done. There's going to be more molestation. There's going to be more crimes like this done to our people. Now, what you got to ask yourself, for this not to happen, what can I do? Should I go become a native doctor? I could work. You know what's going to work foremost and for all is fighting for the reservation. You understand? Fighting for your people. Fighting for the Blacks, Hispanics, and North American Indians. Fighting for the reservation. Everything. Fighting for the molestation that's happening. The police brutality. Goddamn. We'll have to. Our brothers out there gonna have to realize this. It's us or them. You understand? We can't be giving our love to these people anymore. We have to see how much they hate us. You understand? You have to say I can't. You understand? Like think about. I don't want to use that. All right. Okay, I'm trying to put in the words for you to understand. That they murder, they slaughter, they kill us, and they do all these horrible things to us. You understand? Why would you keep? It's like a bear. It's like a bear that you know is gonna kill you, but you're like, okay, you know, I like the bear. I'm gonna let the bear kill me. Like I'm not gonna let no bear kill me. You understand? I'm gonna kill the bear if the bear tries to kill me. You understand? But us here in America, we've known that the bear been killing our family for generations, and then we still go try and love that same bear. You understand? Like life isn't a cartoon. Life isn't a movie. This is reality. And the reality of life is our oppressor hates us. You understand? He hates us. They don't love us. They hate everything about us. They love our culture. You know? They'll little oppressor girls will rock the braids and they'll come to the powwows and they'll try to sing. I saw one video. Goddamn, they were trying to sing like how we do at the powwows. That was just horrible. They were over here like oh my, like it was horrible. Pretty sure if you've seen it, it was by this one brother. He was walking up and they were there with a drum banging on it, trying to sing like we do, and it was just horrible. You understand? And they feel like they got that right to do it, not just steal our culture, but steal our lives, steal our children's innocence. You understand? That's what's so horrible about these people, that they don't give a damn about us. And they don't care what happens to us here in America. You understand? Like, it's just horrible. So what we got to do is we got to separate. As North American Indians, we got to separate from these people that have hated us for so long. You understand? But we're going to get a few scriptures on it so we can understand what we should do as a people and molestation in the Bible. It's just a wicked. Okay, let me think of a way. Let me think of a way to say this. This world that we live in under our oppressor is so wicked and evil, man, that we can't even trust a goddamn physician anymore. That we have to be worried about sending our child to get a medical exam without him being molested. You understand how evil that is? You understand the hell that is to realize to send your son into the doctor's office and you'll be like, my son could get molested. You understand? My son could be getting molested right now. And you understand? You got, in the words of our Jeremiah Hyman, you got to racially profile these people. The way they racial profile us, you racially profile them. If your son got a European doctor, you go in with him. And you don't take it. I don't care if you ask, can you please step out the room? Nah, I'm in. That's my son. I've seen everything of him. You know, I've raised him since he was a baby. I'm not leaving this room. If your son got a European police officer that stays by him at school, I don't know. You racially profile them. You understand? That's the point I'm trying to make. Watch them. Keep your eyes on them. They walk in the reservation, you just keep looking at them like, You're not supposed to be here. You're not supposed to be here. Like, I don't know why you're here. You understand? Like, this little itty bitty bit of crumb of a land that you gave us, you still trying to be in here? Like, you got cities and everything else, but you choose to be a reservation because you think it's like a goddamn tourist attraction. You understand? When they walk in a reservation, you should eyeball them like that. You shouldn't try to love them. You shouldn't try to care about them, man. The hell with them, man. You understand? But let me get this scripture real quick. Isaiah, I believe, but 16:1. Book of Isaiah, chapter 6. No, that's the wrong one. Let me think of another one. Because there's the point I'm trying to make. The Lord is our power, our creator here in America, our true creator, the one that is, we spoken his word since the beginning of time, that we spoke the ancient Hebrew here in America. You understand? That the oldest records of Hebrew are found here in America. You understand? Called the Lost Lunar Stone. Go look it up. He wants us to fight. I'm not talking go fight with guns. No, if you want to own a gun, Most High in Christ, that's your God-given right. Go own one. If you can own one, go buy one. But we're not going to take up guns and bum rush the White House. That's not what we're talking about when we say fight. But fight against the ideologies that America has put on our people. Fight Christianity. Fight Catholicism. Fight, what else? Fight the oppression of people you've been suffering for so long. Right now, they're all praising that sister, the 13-year-old sister that went in front of the UN, and she went there and she said, we can't drink water, we can't drink oil or money, we need water to live. Water is life. Most High in Christ, you're completely right, but they ain't gonna listen to that, man. You understand? They ain't gonna listen to that. I'm sorry. They ain't gonna listen. They don't give a damn about us. They don't care. They don't care about us as a people. Can you want to know why? Because what was it with the pipeline happened? Was it North or South Dakota? I believe it was North Dakota. No, South Dakota. I believe it was South Dakota where the pipeline was coming through in 2016. And the people didn't want the pipeline there. Why? Because they knew it was going to spill into their national water. The U.S. government, our oppressors, put it in there anyways. And guess what happened? The water spilled. Yeah, the water spilled everywhere. The oil spilled. Excuse me. The oil spilled everywhere. And hundreds of drinking water was made unclean for consumption. Like, it's like they don't care about us. They don't care about us here in America. They never have, and they never will. And they're just such an evil and wicked people that they can't give a damn about us. You understand? And us as a people, we gotta learn to stop loving them. Like, we gotta learn to stop loving our oppressors because they hate us so much, and they can't give a damn about us. There's a scripture I want to bring out in Micah chapter 2, verse 10. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. Let me start from the top. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest. Now, what does that mean? Means wake up. Means come to the understanding of this. Stop being so comfortable here in America. Be angry. Be angry for once. Stop begging our oppressors for all this and protesting and fight for it. You understand? Fight for your right. Fight that you have a fact to be living and breathing on this goddamn earth. You understand? Fight for that. This is not your rest. You understand? Like, we in America, we think, oh, damn, man, like, our oppressors conquered us. We have nothing. We got a little bit of land. We got liquor. We got casinos. Let's go crazy. That's all we got. And we just be comfortable here in America. We just accept that fact. We just, okay, I get this in my life now. That's not your life. That's not living. Living is this right here. You understand? This book right here, this book that they stole from you and told you it's their book. You understand? This book that they took and said that they were, excuse me, and they said that they were the people of this book. You understand? They said that they were the people of the Bible when the people of the Bible is talking about us, talking about the North American Indians. That's why the North American Indians, that's why we rock fringes. That's why we rock our long hair. That's why we rock braids. You understand? Powwow, the war dances, the tomahawks, bow and arrows, that's all in the Bible. You understand? We were strong people. And even our desolation, meaning our destruction here in America, is even in the Bible. You can't say we're not this people of this book, because everything in this book fits us. I mean, we've tried everything else. You understand? We tried everything else. And I mean everything else. Tried Christianity, tried Catholicism. I met one sister, she a Native American. She was a goddamn Buddhist. I was like, what? Like, I don't make no, why would you be a Buddhist? Like, you're a North American Indian. You're all the way over here. What has Buddha ever done for you? You understand? We tried accepting all faiths and religions. We tried the peace pipe. We tried peyote. We tried all these things that have led us to nothing but more destruction. You understand? Why not try this book that they stolen from us? You understand? Why not try this book that is against everything that they said it was for? Manifest destiny, that's not biblical. That's not biblical. This land wasn't meant for them. Slavery, everybody loves to say that one scripture. Your masters, what is it? It's in 2 Peter, I believe, or 2 Timothy. It's like masters obey, slaves obey your masters. No, servants. It says servants obey your masters. You understand? Everybody's like, oh, that means slavery. That justifies the slavery of the North American Indians and Hispanics and Black people. No, it's not what that verse means. That verse means this: that if a man, like in this school, we have a rank instruction. You understand? Because the North American Indians, the Hispanics, you go read it on the Aztec and the Mayan Empire and many native tribes. To this day, we have a ranking system. To be a chief is to be the highest rank among the tribe. You understand? And that comes from the Bible. Seers are in the Bible. You understand? Geronimo was a seer. That's all in the Bible. And what that scripture means is, let's say I'm an officer 500 in this school. You come in this school, you're going to be what? You're going to be a young man. If I tell you to do something, you're going to serve me like you serve Christ. Understand? I'm not going to make you bow down on my knee, bow down on one knee and kiss my boots. No. Yes, hey, brother, can you pass me the water? Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate it. Let this noise pass. My bad about that. But you feel what I'm trying to say? But they told you here in America that verse means you're the slave, obey me. You understand? View me as God, which is wicked, man, and evil. Let me tell you like this. You are the best thing to walk this earth as a North American Indian or Hispanic. The greatest thing out here living, the greatest thing out here popping. You understand? And nothing better than you. But they want you to think that you're scum. They want you to think you're a savage. You think that you're nothing but a goddamn savage on land you don't even own anymore. When they're the savages. They're the savages on stolen land. You understand? They're on stolen land and they're savages because they murdered us from the beginning. They slaughtered and raped us from the beginning. Well, all we wanted to do was love and make peace with them. They couldn't even be happy with that. They wanted everything. Same way I want justice. I want everything back twofold. You understand? The Lord said we're going to get it. The Lord said he's going to give everything back to us. He's going to make them pay twofold for what they've done to us. Let me continue. It shall destroy, man, let me read that again. Micah chapter 2, verse 10. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted, it shall destroy you. Don't that sound like America? America is polluted because everything, it don't matter what you are, you can coexist, as they like to say here in America, as long as you're not Black, Hispanic, or North American Indian. And if you what's the word? If you conform to that way of living, of the American lifestyle, lifestyle and love everybody and everything's okay and it doesn't matter what you do, just live your life, that's going to destroy you. You're going to be happy and comfortable and yeah, and then your son's going to get molested. Then your dad is going to get shot down in the street by police. You understand? Then your son's going to grow up to be a goddamn heroin addict. Daughter's going to get kidnapped. You understand? Like, these are things that we suffer in the reservation because we've been comfortable here in America. Because we don't have that spirit of fight no more, that we just given up. And we just giving up and just, whatever. If it's going to happen, it's going to happen, man. Maybe we'll protest a little and we'll be like, please stop killing us. Hold up, let me shut this off. Let the noise pass. Something be going on, man. Lord be with him. But anyway, what was I saying? Anyway, because we've become comfortable here in America, this place is destroying us. It's going to keep destroying us if we don't wake up out of this place and its doctrines that they fed to us. We don't wake up out of Christianity. Our brothers in Islam, I met Hispanic brothers in Islam. Like, what place do you have being Islamic? You understand? Now, I hear a lot of people love to say to me, I read y'all comments, man. Don't think I don't. I read them. Man, this ain't our culture. This ain't our heritage. Y'all ain't got no proof of this. I got proof for days. Please try me. Please try me. Go watch the 12 Tribes lecture, then try me. Then ask the same questions. See if you still got it in you. You understand? I got the proof. You understand? I got books on books on books. You understand? Like I'm 10 toes down in this thing. But if you ask, if I met a Hispanic in Islam, I ask him why he's in Islam, he's not going to be able to answer that. If I ask a North American Indian why they're a Christian or a Catholic, they can't be like, oh, because I think the stupidest thing I ever heard was I'm a Catholic or I'm a Christian by not by faith, but by heritage. It wasn't heritage. I think it was heritage. By culture, I think they said by culture, something like that. But they were trying to say because that their parents were Christians, that they're now Christians. I'm just like, well, how did your mom become a Christian? Well, her mom was a Christian. Well, how did her mom become a Christian? Well, her mom was a Christian. You bring it all the way back, goes back to Christopher Columbus. Him stealing this book from us. Him claiming that he's just so evil, man. You understand? Just so evil that how these people took the greatest people on this earth, which is the North American Indians, and slaughtered them and enslaved them and made them forget who they were. The statistics say that the North American Indian is the number one here in America to not know their true heritage. You understand? Like, many of their heritage is lost. Before Columbus, you cannot tell me what your people is doing. You have an idea. You have stories. You can't tell me the God that they will believe. Can't tell me why they wear fringes. We all have an idea about it. I heard some tribes say, well, we do it to remember our ancestors because each fringe means remembrance of the ancestors. I remember one was faith to our Creator, a whole bunch of things. And it's because we don't understand and we don't realize what the true meaning of them, because we've been destroyed here in America. You understand me? We've been destroyed here in America. Our culture has been ripped and stolen from us. And then they wear it like they're the ones who created it, which is evil, maniacal, and they got to pay for that. You understand? In North American Indians, what we have to do is we have to unite with Black people. We have to unite with the Hispanics. Want to know why? Because they're suffering the same way we do. They're suffering just like we do here in this place called America. You understand? Who suffers like North American Indians? Who suffers like Black people? Who suffers like us here in America? No one. No one suffers like we do here in America. And it's evil, and it's cruel, and it's wicked. So what we got to do is, since we understand we're all suffering the same way here in America, we should join together. You understand? We should unite. We should come together as one people. You understand? Even, let's say you don't even believe in the 12 Tribes chart. let's just say for the sake of video, for the sake of conversation, you don't believe in the 12 tribes breakdown. You don't believe in that blacks, Hispanics, and North American Indians are family by blood. Guess what? They're treating you like it. They're treating a North American Indian like he's a black man. Treating a North American Indian like he's a Hispanic. You understand? I'm going to go into that. I'm going to show you right here because you got to understand this. We're one people and we're treated the same way. We yet don't see it because one of us is on a reservation, one of us is in the ghetto, and one of us is in the barrios. You understand? We don't see it. We don't see the murder and molestation and the killings of the police brutality, the drug dealing that only happens to us, just blacks, Hispanics, and North American Indians, which happens to all of us. We don't see it together. Why? Because America divided us. America separated us while we joined to them. You understand? While our terrors was being broken apart from uniting with our brothers, America separated us. Let me continue with the scripture. It shall destroy you, even with a sword destruction. What does that mean? The sword destruction. It means it's going to be a heavy destruction. It's going to hurt. Molestation hurts. Police brutality hurts. Growing up with a father being a heroin addict, going to hurt. Being a heroin addict yourself, going to hurt. Growing up with your parents as alcoholics is going to hurt. Growing up and realizing your people should own this land is going to hurt. You understand, man? And these people are so wicked that they don't give a damn about us, man. They don't care about suffering that we suffer here in America. And they're just an evil, maniacal, wicked people that have set up a confederacy against us to destroy us. You understand? And what we need to do is separate and not love them, not have care for them. Don't. I don't want to say don't have compassion, but let me think. We should leave them alone. The way they leave us alone and threw us in the goddamn reservations, we should leave them alone. Deal with them. I'm not gonna let any, like if I ran a powwow, no oppressor would be allowed in my powwow. You understand? No oppressor. Now you European, you come to the door. Hey man, you ain't here. It's our gathering. It's my people's gathering. You understand? Wanna know why? Cause that fool might have an AK in his purse or something. I don't know. Like I said, man, these oppressors are unpredictable. He might take one of my sons and a little boy or something and molest them in the bathroom. You understand? I'm not joking with you. I'm being dead serious because it's only them that do this to us. They do it to us because they think they can manipulate us and take advantage of us. They think they can murder us, so they keep doing it. They think they can get away with the crimes that they're doing. They can't, man. They're not going to. They're not going to get away with everything they're doing here in America. I'm gonna get Isaiah 52:1. Awake, put on thy strength, O Zion. Zion is Israel. Zion is blacks, Hispanics, and North American Indians. Zion is the North American Indians dying on the reservations, struggling on the reservations. You understand? Put on thy beautiful garments. This is twofold. Beautiful garments. First, the beautiful garments is talking about the law, statutes, and commandments that the Lord gave us here in America. Don't eat pork. Don't serve other gods. What else? Don't drug deal. Don't smoke. Stuff like that. You understand? That's the beautiful garments. You want to know why? Because no other nation was given that. That's why it's our beautiful garments. We throw it on. That's our belief, and that's our thing that is righteously given onto us. Now, beautiful garments, of course, if you ever seen us do a street speaking, we are in beautiful garments. We got garments like the ones they wear at the powwows all the time with the fringes, studs. Some brothers put bells on theirs. You understand? We represent it. We come out there, you know what we about. You feel me? That's what it means when it means put on your beautiful garments. Put on the law, statutes, and commandments. You feel me? Let me continue. O Jerusalem, the holy city, from henceforth There shall no more come into thee the uncircumcised and the unclean. So once we wake up, man, and once we come to that realization who we are as a people, and we join together, no more with the uncircumcised or the unclean or anything that is unclean in this goddamn America will touch us. You understand? Nothing's going. They're not going to have the power to touch us. It's not going to have the power to do anything to us. You understand? That is beautiful. It's godly. It's paradise. It means our oppressor won't be able to even come near us. Continue. Shake thyself from the dust and arise and sit down. What do you mean shake thyself from the dust? Right now, we're on the bottom here in America. We're out here suffering. We're dying. We're in a low mind state, and we're at a low spiritually, and we're at a low literally. I can pull up, I got a book right now I picked up at a Native American conference where it shows all the statistics of North American Indians, how much they make, dropout rate, all the negative things. I'm gonna just put it like that. We was at the top of it. But North American Indian, Black people, Hispanics, no one suffers like us. The Asians do good. The goddamn East Indians do good. They own every 7-Eleven. They don't even got to send their sons to college. They leave them to 7-Eleven. Hey, there you go. Leave them the corner store, the Arabs. Chinese people own everything. I don't know, something that a Chinese person don't do. But what we leave our sons? What we leave our people? Broken house, alcoholism, generational curses. We don't leave nothing good for ourselves, you understand? This was so evil, and that's not our fault. It's our oppressor's fault. It's our oppression here in America. And a lot of people like say, oh, y'all just like to blame everything on our oppressor. Y'all don't like taking our responsibility. You want to know why? Because everything we suffer here in America is because of these devils, man. Because of these people that have murdered and slaughtered us since the beginning of our generations, you understand? That we can't even live peace. We don't even know what peaceful life is because we've suffered so much here in America, because we've died so much here in America. Now, police sirens are a normal thing to us. Growing up with heroin all around us is a normal thing. Everybody drunk off their mind is a normal thing to us. Molestation is a normal thing to us. Want to why? Because that's the life of the North American Indian. Here in America, of course. Here in America, that's the life of the North American Indian. You're slaughtered, you're killed, you're raped. Sister gets stolen. No one cares. We got to rise ourselves from the dust, man. We got to separate from these people that murdered us, slaughtered us for so long. You understand? O Jerusalem, loose thyself from the bands of thy neck. What's the bands of our necks, man? The theologies of America. The theologies and the beliefs that they put on us thanks to the Christian church. Thanks to the Christian church. Thanks to colonization. Thanks to all these things. I know a ton of North American Indians that don't even rock their long hair no more. You just get fades and lineups out like that. How you gonna, man? You gotta represent. You feel me? Like, look. You gotta represent. You gotta let your hair down. Get some braids in it. You understand? Brush it. And there's nothing better than having long hair here in America. Like, you understand? Like, if you can't grow long hair, I'm not hating. I ain't got no beef with you, bro. I understand that's your problem. You ain't gotta have long hair, but it's a part of the culture. You understand? It's part of something to represent, to let them know, hey, I know what I'm about. Native. You feel me? In America, we ain't let loose of the bonds of our necks. You understand? Now we want to go get high, drink, sleep with women, and throw them away. Not play our part in the Lord's army, in the I.S.U.P.K. You understand? We don't want to help our people. We want to help ourselves. Or if we want to help our people, we think the only way of doing it is begging our oppressor to help us. Man, we ain't got to do that. You need help on the res, you know who to contact. The Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge. I told you we got GED programs, food programs, clothing programs. If you need it, we got it. You understand? We got it. You want to know why? Because we're ready to distribute. Because we love our brothers on the reservations. We love every last North American Indian. You want to know why? Because Commander GEN.YAHANNA loves every single North American Indian. Commander GEN.YAHANNA is the leader of this school. He's been fighting for the North American Indians. You understand? give us the order to go take the reservations. We're gonna do it for them. You understand? When I say take it, we're gonna take it in righteousness, man. We're gonna take it with authority and right leadership, so our people have a way that they don't have to fear their sisters getting kidnapped no more. That they don't have to fear molestation no more. That they don't have to fear drug abuse and alcoholism all throughout the reservation. That they don't have to fear that no more. You understand? That's something very heavy. Any more on this? No, let me drop that. Try to move on to the next story. And let me move on to the next story. Because it ties in to what we're talking about. This is, as you know, North American Indians, we've been getting killed for such a long time now that our police brutality rates are through the roof, and it's just horrible. And it's very sad. It's very depressing because we want protection from our oppressors instead of our brothers. You understand? If you're a North American Indian, you shouldn't want a res police force. You shouldn't want the American police force protecting you. You should want the ISUPK to protect you. What do I mean? You want soldiers, and we ready. We ready for it. You should want soldiers on every corner on the reservation. Soldiers on every corner to protect our people and help them. You understand? Our men in here are certified and trained to defend our people in every way necessary, whether it's financially, emotionally, physically, whatever it may be. We got our men are trained in it. You understand? We're trained in what it takes to protect the North American Indian. You want to know why? Because we've suffered so much here in America that we understand that you have to fight for your people. You understand? That you have to protect them. That you have to give them the protection the American government never gave them. You understand? The American government has broken so many treaties with us, so many times that they've just lied to us. You understand? They've lied to us for so long, and it's horrible. It's wicked and it's evil that we want to give our people true protection. We want them to know how it feels like to not have to worry about their son being sold heroin, that they don't have to worry about their son being molested, their daughters being stolen from the streets like they were nothing. You understand? That's what the I.S.U.P.K. wants to do. We want to protect our people. We want to give them the hope again. You understand? You want to know what our hope is? Our hope is that our Father, our God, our power, our Creator is going to bring justice on these people. You understand? Because it's prophesied. It's biblical. And all we got to do as a people is get right. All we have to do as a people is stop smoking weed. All we got to do is stop getting high off heroin. Stop being alcoholics. All we have to do is be willing to fight everything America taught us was right. You understand? That's what's so powerful. That we have to be willing to fight that so we can live. You understand? Because the way America has taught you, they taught you death. They taught you how to die. You understand? Smoking weed seems right. Getting high on heroin seems right. You want to know why? Because our oppressor doesn't. He doesn't. He says, do whatever you want. The Lord said, follow his laws, man. That's why we die here in America. You understand? And if you don't believe what I'm saying, just try it. Just try it. See what happens. You understand? Yeah, we never tried it. Why not try it now? It's just a horrible thing. You understand? Now, I'm gonna touch a little bit on the North America, on the Native Indians, police brutality here in America. They're from the Free Thought Project. The police are killing Native Americans at higher rate than any race. And nobody's talking about it. Well, I'll tell you straight off from the back, folks, that's a lie. Command GEN.YAHANNA been talking about it. I.S.U.P.K, we've been talking about it. I know the first time I ever sat in a classroom, a man by the name of Captain Marquardt talked about it. He talked about it. He said the North American Indians are being murdered more than black people. And when he's saying that they're considered a blind minority because they're considered a sovereign nation, and they're considered part of America as well. So they're kind of a blind minority, and they don't fit into the rest of the statistics. So that's why you don't see them as much. That's why they get harassed more. You understand, for lack of better words, because if they don't show up on the statistics, no one's can really do anything about it or speak about it. You understand? That's what's so evil about these people, man. These people are such a goddamn wicked people. But let me read it for you. I believe it was from 2016. Yeah, 2015. Of course, we know it has an ending because we're still dying on reservations. We still know the police brutality is through the roof. Like, for example, Betty Gray happened in what, 2016, 2017, and we're still dying by police every day. Same as North American Indians. But let me read this for you. Americans are up in arms right now over the near epidemic number of deaths of African Americans at the hands of police, and rightfully so. African Americans make up only 13% of the population, yet they are the victims of 26% of all police shootings, as nearly 3 times the rate of whites. Now, our rage of hashtag Black Lives Matter movement is founded in statistical evidence which shows that the system inherently and with extreme bias disproportionately targets blacks. You understand? That's nothing new in America. Or like I'm saying, it's nothing new. I don't want you to think I'm blowing it off, but here in America, we know black people are targeted. We know they're being gunned down. Here's the thing we don't know: we're being targeted as well. We're being targeted. Excuse me. We're being targeted right beside them. You understand? That's what I'm saying. Everything a black person goes through, you go through. Everything we've gone through on the reservations, black people go through in the ghettos. The Hispanics go through in the barrios. You understand? And so horrible and wicked thing. Let me just let's continue. That being said, there's one group who no one is talking about that is targeted more than everyone else. The racial group most likely to be killed by law enforcement is Native Americans. Now, Native Americans only make up 8.8% of the population. Good night. Only 8.8. Well, not even 8.8. I'm sorry, I read wrong. 0.8. 0.8. That can't be serious. Hold up. Hold up. Let me read this. I don't think I'm reading this right. Hold up. Okay. Hold on. Says black people are targeted. God damn, man. Okay. So yeah, I'm right. 0.8% of Native Americans make up the population. They make up 1.9% of all police killings, according to the report by Lakota People's Law Project. Despite gaining citizenship rights in 1924, Native Americans have yet to see the day that they enjoy benefits of a nation which boasts liberty and justice for all. Now, let me touch on that real quick. As a North American Indian, justice for all should not acquire to you. You understand? You should know that don't mean you get rights and liberty for all. Dummy. Now, I'm saying dummy, not because you're dumb, because you're dumb. You understand? Because we're so subtle and we're asleep here in America. We think freedom and justice for all. It's on the Constitution. They have to abide by it. While they're killing you in the streets, you understand? While they're murdering us in the streets. So wicked, man. They're so evil. And they gotta pay, man. They gotta pay. There gotta be justice for these people. You understand? Gotta be justice for us. You realize that? Brother looking in, man. See if the brother needs some. Nah, he good. So it said that they enjoy benefits of a nation which boasts liberty and justice for all. So they haven't yet to see these benefits of liberty and justice for all. Want to know why? Because liberty and justice was never meant for us. You're on a reservation on your land. You know what a reservation is? A reserved area for you. This is your land, but you're living on a reserved area for you. Because you know what? They feel bad. They feel bad. They feel guilty. Let you give them a little piece of land, a little crumb right there. Yeah, that's theirs. And then fill it up with drugs. Fill it up with the child molesters. You understand? Liberty and justice for all was never meant for us here in America. They don't care about us. There ain't no liberty and justice for all for a North American Indian. No North American Indian had liberty and justice for all. None of us, man. Unsettling reports of unfair treatment towards the Native peoples by law enforcement are not isolated incidents. Rather, they are endemic of a deeply discriminatory justice system. Native American men are admitted to prison at 4 times the rate of white men, and Native women at the 6-fold the rate of white women. Additionally, Native Americans are the racial group most likely to be killed by law enforcement. So, who does that sound like in America? Who does that sound like in America? That sounds like black people. We just read it that black people go through the same things Native Americans go through. That says black people are first to make up the statistics, but Native Americans are actually number one in police brutality. And you're gonna say you're not related to black people? You're gonna say black people ain't help you? Look, let me help you out with something. This is a book. I love this book. One of my favorite books called Black Indians. The reason it called it Black Indians because it's a story about how blacks and Hispanics, look, they even got right there. Blacks and North American Indians and Hispanic people joined together. Let me show you right there. You wanna know why they got these brothers on the cover? They were brothers. They united together. They fought. I'm not confused. These are the real story of the Lone Ranger right here. This is the real Lone Ranger. What you would say Squanto. That's not the real brother's name, but I need to recall it. I need to read the story again. But this whole book is about how North American Indians and black people united together. You understand? How they joined together, how they loved one another, how we gave to each other in marriage. How we, oh man, I have my native daughter over here, you can have her, and we'll take a black daughter. You understand? You can live among us. They learned our language. And when black people came into America, we were already being put on slave ships and serving in slavery here. So when black people came into America and we saw the same thing happening to them, guess what? This book talks about how we fought for black people, how we stood together beside them and we fought against our so-called oppressors. You understand? That's a powerful book right there. You understand? So anyone that's saying black people and Native Americans aren't the same and they are family, well, these people treated each other like they were. You understand? They treat the people, the brothers in this book, the North American Indians, Hispanics, and black people in this book, they treated each other like they were family. And that's how we treat each other here in the Israelite School of UPK. We treat each other like we're family. If you're a Hispanic man, a black man, Native American man, I don't care what you are. You come in this truth, I'm treating you like you're my family. I'm treating you like you my long lost brother, straight up like that. You can ask anyone. I treat them like they my family. That's how Commander GEN.YAHANNA treats us. Treats us like we're his sons. Like we're right there alongside him, fighting with him. Not that we're beneath him. We're right there fighting with him. You understand? Let me continue. What is the outrage in the media for Native Americans? It's certainly not due to the lack of protest by the Native Lives Matter movement, as there are many of those. In fact, several of the Native American activists. You know what, man? We're going to class with like 2 scriptures because you already know this is nothing new to North American Indians. I don't want y'all to see that this is in the Bible. This is Lamentations 4 and 18. Y'all gonna blow your minds. Well, I know when I first heard this. I know I'm gonna start at 17. I know when I first heard this scripture blew my mind. This goes out to everyone, every North American Indian that knows about police brutality on the reservations and suffered police brutality. This one's for you. As for us, our eyes has yet failed for our vain help, and our watching we have watched for a nation that could not save us. They hunt our steps. Or let me break it down. Hold up. Let's go back to 17. As for us, our eyes have yet failed for our vain help. What does that mean? It means we've looked onto something. Our eyes have failed for our vain help. We look to something and our help is vain, meaning it can do nothing. Let's see where our eyes have looked onto. And our watching we have watched for a nation that cannot save us. Who's that nation, man? The American nation. Our oppressors. We looked onto them and we said they can save us. They can't save us. Never could save us. Never will save us. Said they could not save us. Verse 18, they hunt our steps. Talking about the same nation. They hunt our steps that we cannot go in our streets. That we can't even go in the reservations, man. We can't even go in the barrios. That we can't even go in the ghetto. The land, the little crumb of land that we have for ourselves, we can't even go on to because they're watching our steps. You understand? That they hunt us down like animals. Continue. Our end is near. Our days are fulfilled, for our end is come. So we say to ourselves, man, our end is near. Our end is come. It's over for us. There's no hope for us. It's time for us to die. So we get depressed. So we become alcoholics. So now we're on every drug off the face of the planet. So now we're in every major religion. You understand? Wanna know why? Because we say our end is come. See, in America, it's over for a North American Indian. Our persecutors are swifter than the eagles of the heaven. Why does it use that representation? Because it uses, what's America's symbol? What's America's great bird? The bald eagle. The Lord using it to representation as a metaphor so that you know who he's talking about. He's talking about our oppressor here in America, so-called European, colonizer, whatever you want to call him. He's talking about him. They pursue us upon the mountains. They lay wait for us in the wilderness, man. They lay wait for us in the wilderness. They wait for us upon mountains. And no matter where we go, they hunt us down. You understand? That we are in the dead desert of the reservation, or we're in the live streets of Chicago, or if we're in Compton, LA, we're always gunned down. We're always hunted down. They'll always find us. That means there's no hope for the reservation. That means there's no hope for North American Indians. No, your hope is here. Your hope is here. Commander GEN.YAHANNA is giving hope to every North American Indian. We don't have to suffer no more. Commander GEN.YAHANNA views every North American Indian and Hispanic as his brother. Don't believe it, man. Come into the Israelite School of I.S.U.P.K, man. Every Black, Hispanic, and North American Indian, you are the true children of Israel. Time for us to come together and be one people. Let's end the molestation. Let's end the murders. Let's end the police brutality. Let's end the dope dealing. Everything is wrong to a reservation. Let's build it up. And if you think that you hear this and you think you want to be down with it, man, give us a call. Give us a call. We have our phone number on our page bio. We have our phone number on our Facebook. Give us a call, man. We building up soldiers up in here. Soldiers that are tired of the colonialism that been falling upon our people for generations. Let's get it done. Shalom, that's my time.